There were more deaths than births in all of these red places for 2024. And funny enough, we're including the second most populous country, China. We knew Japan would be on here, also Italy. There seems to be also South Korea. When talking about this topic, you can always expect to see a couple names pop up. That's Japan, South Korea, Italy, sometimes China nowadays. We don't even know how bad it really is in China because they're not showing. Oh, are they including Taiwan? No, I think Taiwan's going to be separate here. Now, things get a little bit awkward when you're looking at Ukraine and Russia. Why would you think there'd be more deaths than births in those places? Could it be that they're in the middle of a war? Yep, it's funny. When it comes to Russia, it might still be. They might still, even without the war. Migration out of Ukraine probably makes it even worse. I mean, Ukraine has one of the worst in the world, but that is because of the conflict. Something to keep in mind is that if you let people in migration and those people have births, then that can hold up your birth rate. That's probably what's going on here in France. I'm just going to say. In fact, actually, that's probably happening here in the US as well. The more immigrants you let in, they will literally carry the birth rate up for you. I wish we had those numbers, actually. It looks to be about the case. Women born in the US are at a birth rate of 1.69 versus women outside but living in the US now are at 2. So at least they're above replacement. However, even birth rate among foreign-born has begun to decline a bit. Regardless, when your birth rate is like 1.6, every little bit counts, and most of the countries in the West are at like 1.6, 1.5. This also could reflect just people leaving the country. So for the US territory of Puerto Rico, that's just people more than likely leaving. Same goes for Cuba. I'm not sure what's going on in Uruguay. I've actually heard great things about Uruguay. This is basically affecting almost 80% or more of all of Europe. It's certainly not going to affect Africa for too long. Well, the sad thing is, like, again, conflict has a big thing to do with this data. War messes up everything.